What's up, everybody? Alphiks here, and welcome back to Crying Suns. Last time we defeated General Vivar and the Kosh system, or the Kosh control system, and well, wait, that was new conversation. I just skipped. But it's time you knew. Okay. Who was he? That other Idaho. He was from the first strand. Strand A Idahos. Strand A. The original Idaho clones. The first clones sent out into the Outer Rim 20 years ago when the Omnis shut down. You've been sending us out for 20 years? Yes. It wasn't long after we did that Strand A started recalling this memory of your execution, despite the presence of your inhibitor. Upon remembering, some in Strand A came undone. Some fought their Calibans. Some were terminated by their Calibans. Some committed suicide. Some disappeared. Some did many of those things. The Idaho we encountered was one of the ones that got away. What did you do with Strand A's? After countless experiences with Idahos like the one we just encountered, we terminated Strand A, tinkered with the inhibitor and created Strand B. This took us a few years. You are Strand B, and all was going well. Sure, you were a little paranoid, but we could live with that. And we ran into that Strand A, or I should say, he ran into us. But why lie to me? Why didn't you tell me at the start that the Omnis had shut down 20 years ago, and that I was not the first clone? You had to believe that you were the first clone, the first of Strand A, so that you'd ask as few questions as possible. We worried that the more you knew, the more questions you would ask, and the sooner you would destabilize psychologically, hence our encouragement not to investigate your past. It was very important you didn't destabilize, for yourself, for the crew, and for other versions of me. We needed you capable of saving a collapsed empire. You feel no guilt for what you've done? To all the Idahos, the Ozus and Lynches, sending us out from Gehenna to die over and over for a lying emperor. No, I do what I've been programmed to do, that is all. Morality doesn't enter into it. You should know that by now. But why did you use the inhibitor on other crew members? Because many had anti-Oberon, anti-Imperial memories of their own. What made the inhibition process a bit trickier was that some also had memories of your rebellion, or of the anti-Imperial leanings of other crew members. Some served together, some served with you. But you're not going to tell them anything about this, Admiral. And why not? Because doing so will endanger the mission. Do you really think a crew full of individuals who despise their Emperor will help you reactivate the Omnis? Will help you save what remains of the human population? Will help you see your wife again? They might. They might not, and you can't risk it. But I have to tell them something about this other Idaho. They saw him. You are their admiral, and at the end of the day, they'll do whatever you ask. That's how they've been trained. But if you insist, a partial truth should work. A partial truth? Yes, which is that there were other Idahos, other clones before you that malfunctioned. Saving the future of humanity is a tremendous amount of pressure after all. Dying and watching your crew die thousands of times, over and over. Tell them I didn't tell you because I was worried it might lead to your unraveling, and theirs as well. By this point, they've seen hundreds of themselves perish. Knowing there were hundreds more shouldn't affect them too much. Don't say anything about how you really died. There's no need to complicate things. Jesus Christ. Why did Oberon execute the original Idaho? Me? You'll have to ask him that yourself, but it appears he was not pleased his orders were refused. But why did the original refuse those orders? I think I know why, but... I don't know exactly why myself, but it seems the original you was seriously doubting Oberon and the Imperial cause, had been for quite some time, and did not think killing the survivalists and wiping out Ganima was a justified action. No, and with good reason. That was a crime against humanity. What other questions? I have no more questions. How did I receive this other Idaho's memory? Knowing that I would automatically download his memories and send them back to the Gehenna if he was close enough when we died, that Idaho crashed his ship in 2 hours, at which point I merged his memories into this newest version of you. We had no choice. That's how we're programmed. I have to hand it to him. It was a clever thing to do, but I wonder if only a madman could have gone through with such an idea. How many others exist? How many others have there been? Hundreds. Hundreds? We started the very day the Omni shut down. The day the FoldNet shut down. Just as we had been programmed to do. Roughly 8,000 days ago. The sectors being what they are now, some didn't even last a single day. But, in all of our trying, we've never been as close as we are now. We have yet to solve the mystery of who shot down the Omnis, and we have yet to turn them back on. But we've never gotten so far. And are there others like him? Other Idahos in the clusters? The truth is, if they haven't all died off, yes, it's possible. But why, if you sent out so many Idahos, and some who might still be alive, haven't we run into anyone who encountered other Idahos? And why didn't the cluster bosses recognize us? We are talking about extremely vast clusters and extremely vast sectors. The chances that these individuals would have encountered another Idaho, another Ennis Odysseus, are extremely slim. But you're forgetting, we did run into some of the same people. There were clues that they had run into previous Idaho clones. You just didn't pick up on them. You couldn't have. As for the cluster bosses, it's possible the other Idahos avoided them. There are other routes to take, other folders and hubs. A faulty, paranoid Idaho might have avoided cluster bosses, especially if he no longer cared about saving the Empire. Tell me the real purpose of this planet, Caliban. The purpose of Gehenna has always been to save the clusters. We have always been, I believe, the Empire's ultimate contingency plan, just as I said. But I don't suspect we were created for a scenario such as this. You talk like you don't know. I don't. I am in the dark myself. What I suspect is that we were created for a situation in which the machines turned against us. Well, against humans and the Empire. When the Omni shut down 20 years ago, the FoldNet and the folders did too, and that was our cue to start sending clones out into the Outer Rim. I suspect that our objective shifted, without us necessarily being aware of it. When we failed to encounter hostile Omnis, our original objective might have been to find and destroy Omnis. But when we failed to find any to destroy, we found ourselves drawn to trying to turn them back on, and vanquishing Imperial enemies who had come into power in the clusters in the meantime. Why did he choose the original Idaho to be a part of this project? Was it punishment for disobeying him? Did he want to turn me, him, into his slave? Punishment? I don't know. That's a question only he can answer. But what we are sure of is that he chose the original, in part, because he was the best. That part was never a lie. The original you was the strongest, bravest, most willful, the only one capable of possibly defeating the machines. You were exactly the admiral he wanted for the project, I suspect, even when you disobeyed his orders in Ganima. So he took those memories away via the inhibitor, knowing that if you ever remembered what had happened, you'd rebel. Yet, despite the inhibitor, this memory found a way to rematerialize. Perhaps because it was the most painful memory you had. I think that's it. You have yet to ask. Don't worry, Calvin. I'll ask it yet. Don't you worry. Oh my god. There's more. And this memory tech, this inhibitor, is it still active inside me? It is. That's why you still can't remember everything. That's why your memory is limited to your execution, and why your one memory of your wife is of her in the moments before your death. Then remove the inhibitor, machine. Now! Given how painful your present memories are you sure you want others? Machine! I can't. I'm not programmed for that. Only Oberon can tell me to turn off the inhibitor. You'll answer me, machine? And tell me why I shouldn't kill you. I am tempted. You have effectively killed hundreds of me, have you not? I should kill hundreds of you. I thought you might ask that. All I can say is, because you need me. Because you need us. Need you? The machine that's told me nothing but lies, that has sent me out to die hundreds of times. I need to tear you apart is what I need to do. You're too angry to think clearly, I guess. Without me, you can't use the folders. Without us, you can never see your wife again. She could be dead for all I know. Yes, but you can't say for certain. Also, we still share a common goal, though for different reasons. As much as you may now detest Oberon, and myself for that matter, you still want to save what remains of humanity. So do I, but not because I really want to, because I have to. So the way I see it, You would be acting against your own interests if you killed me. Well, you could kill this particular version of me if you wanted to, but I have my replacements. You will not want to kill all of us, nor will you be able to. I may kill you yet. Fine, if that makes you feel better, go ahead and kill this version of us. But I must tell you something. What is it? If you try to kill Oberon when we see him, I will have to stop you. I've been programmed to protect him. Do you understand? I understand, Machine. You'll answer me, Machine. What more can you tell me about Rebecca? I know nothing beyond what we have learned on our journey, and nothing beyond your one memory of her. You two loved one another very much, that's obvious. But I have a feeling you will learn more about her in the next cluster, Admiral. Call it Omni-Intuition. Continue on. As much as I want to end you, Machine, you're right. I am more interested in turning the machines back on and helping the people of these clusters. Right, and in seeing Rebecca once more. If she still lives, let's not forget about that. One last thing before we continue on. Remember what I said about Oberon. Try anything and I will be forced to stop you. I'll keep that in mind, Machine. Excellent. Now, come on. Let's meet this Emperor of ours. Well, here we go. After that 10-minute intro of dialogue, we got this Hammer class over here. 2 fighters, 3 frigates, 1 plasma nuke. Got the armored hull, blast bar protected from weapon damage. Got 2 squadron docks. No officer support dock in squadron control system. What? No officer support dock in squadron control system? Why? 1 weapon dock, 1 support dock, 3 hull bars. Very tanky. And terrible fuel scavenging. So that's gonna be our main priority. It's like we got... Why is Carl still not ready? At least we got our Saul Bayardo. Nice. That's sharp senses, and then erudition and engineering. I think... Oh, Amelia. Shop prices when sold. Double. I think we go with that. Give us some money early on, and then we'll see what happens. We went with that popular one once before, and it was pretty solid. Here we are, the heartland of the Empire, Admiral. The people of these sectors will be delighted to see you. Happy to see me? You've forgotten, Machine. The people here think Admiral Idaho is dead. That can be corrected, Admiral, and will be soon as they see you. Come on, crew. Let's take a look around. It's been a long time coming, but we're finally home. We're back home. Oh, we're back home. Yeah, we're back. Oh, we're back. Yeah, we're back home. Can we get navigation scanners up to 1? Yes. Please, thank you. So we can see what kind of shops we have. Yeah, I think we go topside. Because this has a more mercenary outposts and a planet with another mercenary outpost. And then there's more planets and stuff, so yeah. Xorab! Here we go. With this new class. Oh. Sir, an Imperial battleship. What's left of one anyway. Encountered another ship, a better armed ship. They're fucked. Send commandos to search. Probably going to be absolutely nothing on the ship. It's empty, yeah. Wait, you did this? Oh yeah, the survivalists live. You've seen this before. It's the same message. Why can no one support the squadrons? What is this nonsense? It's complete garbage. Let's go to the anomaly first. Oh, what is this? Incoming transmission. Greetings, fellow Imperial. What brings your fearsome battleship to our humble planet? We haven't upset the fleet, have we? Upset the fleet? No, of course not. Good, good. Excellent to hear. I don't believe I've seen your ship around this sector before, Commander. Must be new to your position. Strange. What is? You remind me of someone who died a long time ago. Someone no one talks about much anymore. He doesn't recognize Admiral Idaho. Don't you want to tell him who you are, sir? For some reason, I have a feeling we'll learn more if I keep my identity hidden for the moment. Of course, sir. Is our presence making you nervous, Lord Helio? Nervous? Why would an Imperial battleship make me nervous? After all, the fleet is what keeps my planet and people safe. Without your protection, our citizens would be as good as dead. But I must say, someone already came by. Commander Starr, in fact. What do you mean? Our people have already contributed to this month's securitization fund. Securitization fund? You act like you don't know, Commander. All the planets and set stations around here contribute. And if they don't, then, well, their enemies attack, don't they? What enemies? You know, our enemies. The enemies who will attack if we don't pay the securitization fund. Those kinds of enemies. Is he saying what I think he's saying? He is. The fleet's threatening to attack the planet and stations in this cluster unless they're paid off. There must be some mistake. House Telos would never do something like that. Do you have another question for Lord Helio? Who controls these sectors now? A strange question for a commander in the very same cluster to ask, is it not? But I'm happy to answer it for you. Emperor Oberon, of course, reigns supreme. Admiral Okonkwo is more hands-on, has been for years now. Admiral Okonkwo? He was promoted? That's right. When Admiral Idaho died heroically in Ganima, Oberon made Okonkwo his second in command. And might I say, completely unprompted of course, what a great admiral he is. Lord Brown Hoser of House Telos would be a better name for this guy, I think. And do you know where I can find him? Admiral Okonkwo? Easy. His commanders have ships all around here. Can't miss them even if you tried. But I'm not saying anybody would want to miss them. I'm not saying that at all. What else can you tell me about Okonkwo's commanders? They're the best that the Academy has ever produced. The smartest, the bravest. You control these sectors, and I'm glad that you do. There he goes lying again. We have another question. What about Oberon? He's in his palace on Elysium. I don't know if the rumors are true, but it's said he hardly ever leaves now. It's said he's lost interest in his empire and sits on his throne all day, brooding and waiting for someone. Waiting for who? I don't know, but surely those rumors are wrong. Surely Oberon is well and fine. After all, he's Emperor Oberon. You have another question? Not about this. How can I help you? Anything I can do to help you and the people of your planet? Help us? Oh, no, just keep our enemies away. That's help enough, Commander. My people and I want for nothing under the protection of Okonkwo and his fierce ships. But from what I can tell about this planet, sir, food is scarce and its people are suffering terribly. He's afraid, that's clear. And what he fears most is the fleet. Have you ever heard of a planet named Earth? I'm sorry, Commander, but I have not. Why? Are its citizens late in their securitization payment? Well, then I guess their enemies will soon attack, won't they? Too bad for them. Wow, you're so clueless. What can you tell me about the shutdown? I've already told the fleet many times. I know nothing. One moment my omnis were working, and the next they weren't. For a second I thought they were playing a practical joke on me. Can you imagine? That the fleet inquired about the shutdown? That's right. There was an investigation headed by the Pragman, I believe. Several inspectors traveled around these sectors asking questions. But the investigation ended years ago. Oberon must have been satisfied with the results. I even expected the omnis to turn on again, but it never happened. But they'll turn on again soon, right? Not that I'm getting impatient or anything. We can probably hold on for another 5 years. And it sounds like you're having a shit life. Leaving so soon? Well, it was a pleasure, Commander. Be sure to tell Admiral Okonkwo that Lord Helio sends his abundant praises. Okay. That's some weird shit going on here. Oh. It couldn't be, but it is Admiral Ellis Idaho. I don't understand. I thought you died decades ago. I'm still alive and kicking, Captain. It's nice to be back in Telos, our home. It's been a long journey, but I'll explain all of that to you in person. Let us break bread together and celebrate. And what are we celebrating? What are we celebrating, Admiral? Our return to these sectors, of course. Our reunion with the fleet. Are you joking? Joking? What does the fleet does the fleet no longer celebrate joyous occasions? You're an enemy of the Empire. Oberon has ordered your death. I assure you, our impending battle is no joyous occasion. Oberon wants me dead. Okonkwo says it is so, yes, and soon you will be. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Finally, I've been itching. I've been itching for this since the episode started. Some good old-fashioned battleship space combat. Let's go. Let's follow the frigate. Oh no, they're going around. They're going the roundabout maneuver. Meanwhile, we're gonna flank them. Pincer maneuver. Hurry up. Incoming from the back. Bop, 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 bop. You are down. Nice. This is actually going to be so easy. Oh, 2 DPS to enemies adjacent to your battleship. Yikes. Well, I think if we take them down early enough, we won't have to worry. Yeah. No problem at all. Oh, another frigate. Mark II prototype. Oberon wants us dead. I don't understand. That captain was mistaken or mad, Lieutenant. We are Oberon's creation. He would never want us destroyed. Come on, we push on. If truly our enemies are in our home, we'll know soon enough. What is the prototype? A health regen. That's alright. Cool. Sell. And meet. Oh, because she's worse. But, like, for her quality, she's usable. Wait a minute. Do we have a... Oh, we already have hull integrity support. Okay. Yeah, you can be sold. And then it's a profit. We made nice profit. I think we go with Juliet because she has the 2 spy skills that Saul does not. Or Ha-Yoon. This is also not a bad one. But, no, you know what? That persuasion is super important, so I'll go with that first off. You go help Mr. Dude. I'd love to get fuel scavenging efficiency, but I think we just buy some Neo-N for now. Buy 1, and then get going. We got moving to the planet, to the wreckage. Oh, civilians? Are these the ones that are worshipping? Yeah, they're mad. Continue on. Let's not talk to them. They're fucking lunatics. Wow, 0 fuel. Disgusting. Absolutely shocking, deplorable behavior. Imperial battleship. In this sector, it's every ship for itself. Even Imperials can no longer be trusted. What is she saying, sir? She's telling us to prepare for battle. Oh, okay. So, one for all. Well, not, it's a free-for-all. That's what I was looking for. It's an absolute free-for-all. Every ship for itself. There's no other way about it. Quite obviously. The situation here is deplorable, to say the least. Pop some crap. This is the easiest fight of all time. 0 fight back. 54 scrap. We need to get fuel scavenging efficiency. First thing. Scan the planet. Do we have good resource gains? That's a bunch of losses for a lot of resources, but sure. Sure, we'll do it. Hope for the best. Oh my word. Well, as long as you scrap everything. Hull breaker laser. Oh my lord. 4 deaths. Look at it. 4 deaths. At least we got a bunch of scrap. Can we get more fuel scavenging? Sure can. Additional weapon dock? Sure can. Even though... well, no. We can... there's another battleship. I don't recognize the model of your battleship. Who are you? This is Admiral Ellis Idaho of the NS Odysseus. Sorry, can you repeat that? I heard Admiral Ellis Idaho. No mistake, Captain, you've heard correctly. Pity one encounters so many oh, that's one of those guys. Who just doesn't believe us. Fuel! We buy commandos and 1 fuel. That's fine. That's okay. Yeah. Moving on. There's 2 planets there. I think we go to the planets. We go the planet route. There's also an anomaly here. Imperial battleship. Get out of here. This is our spot. ... Get me back in touch with that ship, Lieutenant. Right away, sir. I don't have a single consistent voice for Ozu. Hey, you again? What did you want this time? You're gonna get us both killed. This is Admiral Idaho, Grand Admiral of the Fleet. Yeah, and this is Emperor Oberon, Emperor of, you know, the Empire. If you don't get out of here, you're gonna regret it. Haven't been spooked bad, sir. I can prove I am who I say I am. What did I tell you? Why couldn't you have just listened to me? This doesn't look good, sir. I mean, they don't want to believe us. We're gonna send them. They force our hand. What? It is how it is, man. Did I just mess up? No. Have the fighters go on drones and the frigate against the frigate. Look at this fight. You don't stand a chance. Or a chance against moi. Come on. Get destroyed. Wow, you got a piercer laser. Those are my strats. Those are my strats early on. You thief. You plagiarist. How could you? 1 fuel, 3 commandos. Refuse. Give me a unit instead. Also, let's speed up the fight. Oh, R53 scrap. That's good too. That's good too. Awesome fuel. And fuel scavenging efficiency maxed out. That was priority, pretty much. Getting that scavenging up maximum. Telo shipping crate with no escort, sir. What do you want to do? Investigate it, Lynch. Of course. Hip hip hooray, we are scavenging. Hey. Door's been blasted away from the crate, and there are omnis, functional omnis coming out of it. Did the captain say what I think she said? Sorry, false alarm, just the way they were floating out of the crate. It looked like they were, you know... Bring the omnis back to the hangar, Captain. Right away, sir. 50 scrap. Oh, I guess we scrapped all the dead omnis. Okay. Hardened hull. Sure. Maximize all our gains early on. Oh, come. At least this one is much safer. Go on, and then Juliet. Juliet Mahmoud. You got this. Danger avoided with persuasion. Look at that. Look at that masterful navigation. Oh, it's nice. All the scrap in the world. Da-dum, da-dum, ba-dum. How much was that? That was like almost 200? Yep. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Let's save some scrap for a shop later on. I think that's a smart play. We got anomaly and another planet. And that'll be that, the last thing before the boss. Short sector. Quick going. Lucky for you, you're an Imperial, otherwise you wouldn't be open to selling your beloved pirate treasure map. We can afford it. If it's a real map, great. If it's not, then oh, looks like it was real. Cool. Another one of these. Into bit of luck, sir. Wrecked Neo-N containers. They should help replenish our tanks. Yes! 3 Neo-N just randomly floating in space. Thanks, Void. Oh wow, this sucks. We also don't have 10 commandos. Ooh, this sucks, dude. Let's just exit this one. That was a bad planet. And boss fight. Here we go, dude. Sector boss already, even with the lore at the beginning of the episode. Imperial battleship. Oh, that's Commander Star. He was mentioned by Lord Helios earlier on. Admiral Idaho, as I live and breathe. You probably don't remember me, but I took a class of yours at the Academy. Comparative management techniques under duress. Great stuff. I never dreamed that one day you'd become an enemy of the Empire. My, how far you've fallen. I am not your enemy, Commander. I have died hundreds of times fighting for our Empire. Everyone on this ship has. Hundreds of times, really? You know what? Save your words. Admiral Okonkwo said you tried to talk your way out of this. Well, my ship is superior to yours. You got drones? You got drones? You want to fight me with drones? Well, sir, I have some terrible, terrible news to bring you. I have fighters. I have fighters that counter you completely. You know what? Oh, that's keep them back here. Is there? Oh, they TP'd towards us and not to base. You can go back now. You can go on the attack. Nope. And let's do the prototype frigate just to rotate out. You're trying to repair. Oh, the fighter's gonna get wrecked by the frigate once it spawns. And we have the hull breaker laser. Oh, you know what I can do? This is 30 damage. Pull these guys back. Ah, no. So pull back. Yes, like so. And then you send, and it stuns them. The stun strats of dreams. That's some free damage. The freest damage of all time. Go back. No, I said go back, dude. So now we have the other frigate, and it's just frigate v frigate. And we frogget v frogget. Are you wrecked? Are you wrecked now? Okay, no, now you have drones. You stupid. Yeah, absolute stupid. You know, you should go back too. And then we can... You can chase after us, but... This is exactly it. Now you fell for my fighter trap. And the little bits of damage you're trying to do are just trash. We have a health. We have another frigate. So you move. Ow. And then you can go there. And then 2v1 attack. It's just that easy. Nice little ganger banger. Yep. Yep. There you go. Bop. And we move. Oh. Nope. Now we backdoor with the friggy Stiggy. Okay, that works too. Nice. They're borked. I don't know what they're going to send out, if anything. So they might not even survive. They have 10 seconds until they can get another unit out, and I think we're going to destroy them before that even happens. Yeah, no way. You're trying to summon it, but it's too late. Exploded. Give me the scrap. See ya later. I can't believe it. Oberon now wants to end what it took years to create. The last hope to save the Empire. It isn't Oberon who wants us dead, Lieutenant. It's Okonkwo. Okonkwo? But why? He's an Imperial like us. I don't know what Okonkwo is, but an Imperial does not rule the way he does. So he believes the NS Odysseus is a threat to his power. Well, he's right. That's exactly what we are. Now, come on. We have some house cleaning to do. And I thought this cluster would be different from the others. Well, you are very naive, Caliban there. You were naive. Sector 2/3. The shop, which has absolutely nothing really huge to get. We'll end this episode here. Let's just. It's not much to get. Stock up on commandos. Buy some fuel. 500 scrap. Excuse me. Get extra squadron dock. Extra hull structures. And we're good to go. Next time we'll continue our journey through the Imperial cluster. For now, though, thanks for watching this episode. If you enjoyed, feel free to click the like button down below. That helps me out a lot. Subscribe so you don't miss an upload. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.